Fathers, what's the worst thing you've ever done? My daughter Emma was 7 when she asked me to teach her how to ride a bike. I kept saying maybe tomorrow, next weekend, when I'm not so busy with work. Truth is, I was terrified of letting go. Every Saturday she'd drag that pink bike with training wheels out of the garage and beg me to take them off. I'd make excuses. Too windy today. The driveway's too steep. We need to fix the brakes first. She'd practice riding in circles, getting faster and more confident, but those training wheels were staying on as long as I had anything to say about it. My wife kept telling me I was being ridiculous, but I couldn't explain the fear. One afternoon, Emma came inside crying. The neighborhood kids were making fun of her training wheels, calling her a baby. She begged me to take them off right then and there. I told her to stop being dramatic and go play inside. The look on her face broke my heart, but I was too stubborn to admit I was wrong, too scared to let my little girl grow up. That night, I heard noises in the garage around midnight. I snuck out to check and found Emma with a screwdriver, trying to remove the training wheels herself. She'd watched YouTube videos on my phone to figure out how. Instead of helping her, I got angry, told her she was too young to use tools and sent her to bed. She cried herself to sleep that night, and I just stood in the hallway listening, too proud to apologize. The next morning, Emma didn't ask about the bike, or the next day, or the next week. She'd given up on me completely. 2 months later, I came home from work early and found Emma riding a regular bike in our driveway. No training wheels, perfectly balanced, racing around like she'd been doing it for years. My neighbor Rick was in his yard putting tools away. I asked him what happened. He said Emma had knocked on his door after school and asked if he could teach her to ride. She'd been practicing with him every day for 3 weeks. When Emma saw me watching, she rode over with this huge smile. "Look, Dad, I can ride a real bike now. Rick taught me because you were always too busy." She wasn't angry or upset. She was proud and excited, but hearing her say I was too busy felt like getting punched in the stomach. That night at dinner, Emma told my wife all about learning to ride. How scary it was at first, how many times she fell, how Rick helped her get back up every time. She was glowing with confidence. My wife looked at me across the table with disappointment I'd never seen before. "She asked you for months," she said quietly. All she wanted was her dad to believe in her. Later, I found Emma's diary on her desk while putting away laundry. The entry from that first day said, "Daddy doesn't think I'm brave enough to ride without training wheels. Maybe he's right. Maybe I'm just a baby." But the entry from yesterday said, "I proved I'm not a baby. I wish Daddy had been there to see me learn." Rick says Daddy will be proud when he finds out. I hope he's right. I realized I hadn't just failed to teach her to ride a bike. I'd failed to believe in her when she needed me most. I'd let my own fears make her doubt herself. The worst part, she still wanted me to be proud of her even after I'd let her down so completely. The next Saturday, I asked Emma if she wanted to go for a bike ride together. Just the two of us. Her face lit up like Christmas morning. We rode around the neighborhood for 2 hours. She showed me all the tricks Rick had taught her. How to turn sharp corners, how to ride with one hand, how to stop without falling over. "I'm sorry I didn't believe you were ready," I told her as we sat on the curb sharing a water bottle. "That's okay, Daddy," she said. "Rick told me sometimes grown-ups get scared too. But look, I learned anyway." She was right. She'd learned anyway, without me.